Hi, everybody. It is Thursday, August 9th. Thanks for being with us today for Live with Lee and Haley. How are we today? What's in your mug on this fine day?
Well, I'll give them a plug. It's Diet L8.
Diet L8.
I'm from Winchester. That's what we do.
That's right.
Hey, big show today. Holy
yes.
Toledo.
We got a lot going on.
You know who was here? The Riders in the Sky.
I know.
I've been listening to those guys since I was a kid.
Yes, they are Grammy Award winning.
They had their own show. They used to be a Home Prairie Companion all the time. Yeah, they're great.
Prairie Home Companion?
That's what I said.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have them live here on the show today. We are so excited. They're going to be performing for us in just a little bit, so we got that coming up. Also, our friends from the Newport Aquarium are here today. They're talking about their Mighty Mike exhibit.
Is he coming in?
I don't know. He's a large alligator. So
14 feet, I think.
Yeah, he's serious. We gave away tickets a couple weeks ago for you to go see him because it's his farewell tour. He's heading back to Florida.
I got a lot of questions.
You have a lot of questions.
About why Mighty Mike has to retire.
Right.
A lot of questions.
Yeah.
I got a lot of questions about alligators versus hippos. Or crocodiles versus hippos. A lot of questions.
A lot of questions. So that's going to be a very good segment for Lee. We're also talking about this weekend's Crave Food and Music Festival in Lexington. If you've never been, it is so much fun. Don't eat before because you are going to fill up on some amazing
Have you been?
dishes. Yes, I've been before. It's awesome.
I've never been.
Well, you don't like to eat.
You sure you've been?
Yes. Why do you never believe me?
I don't
He
know.
never believes me when I say I've been to something. And honestly, I think it's because if we haven't been there together, that's why he doesn't believe me. He's like, no, I wasn't with you, so it didn't happen. I do other things besides hang out with you.
I don't know when you have time to do it.
I know, honestly. We spend a lot of time together. We do. I've thought before, I'm like, what would we ever do if we got into an argument? Because we're both pretty stubborn.
Yeah.
I would ice you out and not talk to you until you
Really?
apologize.
That's what you would do?
Yeah.
Ice me out?
I'd ice you out.
I can
Well,
live
because
with it. I
obviously
can
if
live
we had
with
an
that.
argument, you would be in the
So
wrong.
that means you'd stop talking to me.
Yes. Our show would be like this.
I can live with that. Because if that's your method.
No, and I've seen you in a fight. You just needle people. You're just like, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Let's work this out.
That's not a fight. That's therapy. I'm trying to find a way to bridge the gap.
Right. Does that work for you?
Have I done that to you? What do you mean? Who do I do that
I know,
to?
like if you've...
Oh, I know who you're talking about, our producer.
Anyone that I've seen you
keep going
get
at
in a little tiff with them, instead of letting them, and I'll be like, just give them a
Oh, you
minute,
mean
just
Claire?
calm down. Yes,
I've
or
done it to
Claire,
Claire.
when he and Claire have had a little, anybody. Then he's like, I gotta fix it right now. I'm gonna go to them, and I'm just gonna talk about it incessantly.
Well, I just keep telling them I'm right, so let it go.
That's not how this works.
All right. Anyway, are you ready to do some hot topics?
I am. I'm glad we're not in a fight. I don't ever want to fight with you. All
Here
right,
we go.
Let's do some hot topics. So the Academy Awards are going to undergo a few changes this next year, the 2019 awards next year. They have a new category. It's to honor the year's best work. The Academy Motion Pictures announced Outstanding Achievement in Popular Film. See?
I know what that means.
Yes. Okay, so the Oscars broadcast also will only last 3 hours from now on.
Sure it
Streamlining
will.
will include giving out some of the awards during commercial breaks of the show. An edited version will air later in the broadcast. The 2019 Academy Awards, or the Oscars, will be February 25th next year. 24th, I should say.
So the problem is, you have a lot of good movies
You do.
that are popular. Say the Marvel series, some of those
Right,
films.
but they're never going to
They're
get
never
nominated.
going to get nominated.
For an
Or
Oscar.
comedies that really should be taken seriously as great works of art.
Yes.
Never get nominated.
It's always the
They
serious-
never win. You're right. It's always got to be somebody with an affliction or it's a tragedy. And nobody goes and see these movies, yet they do a 3-hour broadcast so nobody wants to watch.
Like literally 9 out of whatever, how many it is, 10 movies now that are up for Best Picture.
Which
I'm
is
like,
stupid.
never
It should
even
be
heard of it.
5 movies.
Never saw it. Not going to see it. It's always these weird niche movies.
Mm-hmm.
Occasionally there's one that's like Titanic was iconic, or Avatar. Everybody saw it. It won quite a bit.
Star Wars.
Star Wars. But yeah, so I like this category because I feel like it'll get maybe more people interested in the awards, and it will give recognition to these films that everyone on earth saw.
Or they could just stop being pretentious.
Right.
Try that.
We'd like to nominate this film.
Keep the same rules that you've always had, but just don't be snobbish.
That's right. It's like they hate upon prosperity. How many people saw
I
your
got
film?
friends like that. I had friends that loved certain bands. Like, this band rocks. And as soon as they got like a hit record, they stopped liking them. because everybody else likes them now.
You mean hipsters? That's what you're talking about.
Yeah. But this was before hipsters came along.
Right.
These were rockers.
Yeah, you're very old.
Yeah, okay. A petition started by a nurse in New Jersey is aimed at getting UPS to air condition their delivery trucks. The nurse is married to a UPS driver, says the temperature in her husband's truck can climb to 180 degrees during summer months. That's why they wear shorts.
Yeah.
Says her husband's kidneys began failing from a heat stroke in 2016. The woman has created a petition on change.org, urges UPS to provide air-conditioned trucks. UPS says it has no plans to equip AC in its vehicles. Get the windows open. A UPS spokesman said air conditioning would be ineffective because the truck doors are open and closed too frequently.
I think they need air conditioning. I understand maybe in the back section where all the packages are, maybe not. But where the guy is sitting, they have the doors. He can open them and close it really quickly. They're open because there's no AC. Close them and let this poor man who's working so hard.
I'm just saying, it could be also very inefficient, as they say, plus expensive. So now you've added cost. That means your packages are going to cost more.
Right. So it's okay if this man has a heat stroke. I understand. Come on, you don't feel for this guy? I think that every time I see a UPS driver or anyone like that, I'm like, he must be so hot or so cold.
They wear shorts.
When you wear shorts, you're no longer hot. Guys, we've broken this news here today.
Heat.
If you put on, you do like heat.
I like the heat. I wouldn't like it when it's cold.
I'm on this lady's side and the UPS driver's side, but if they don't fix it, he needs to get a new job.
One person has a problem. Let's overhaul the whole system. I'll tell you what. Let's get a turtle that's got a straw stuck up in his nose, and in California passes laws nobody can have straw, so disabled people won't be able to drink. That's brilliant.
Yeah, that's not smart.
I mean, you can't avoid every tragedy in the world.
Right. You can't please everyone.
You're trying, though, aren't you?
But I'm saying I doubt this is the only UPS driver that's had an issue with this.
You're trying to please everybody in the world but me. You ever notice that? A New York City restaurant, Duck's Eatery, has added a vegan dish to its menu.
Ooh.
Watermelon ham. Watermelon smoked like a ham. Well, Twitter, they don't want anything to do with this. Some users say it's a waste of watermelon. A few food critics have tried it out and say it's actually tasty. According to Duck's Eatery, the chef smokes the watermelon for 8 hours, lets it marinate in a brine made of salt.
That looks like delicious beef. It does.
And spices for 4 days. Then it's smoked for another 8 hours, placed in a pan of rosemary and juices. I'd try it.
Me too. That looks delicious.
I
love like dishes that have kind of a savory dish with watermelon in it. I think it's really good. We're at Green Tree Tea Room recently. We went there. They had watermelon gazpacho.
Oh, because you know
what were you going to say?
Gestapo.
Gestapo, yes. He likes to call it Gestapo. And I'm like, that's actually an entirely different conversation.
I meant gazpacho.
I love the Gestapo.
No, not the Gestapo.
Love them.
No. But it was so good, though.
Yeah, I would try
this. I could eat a gallon of that stuff.
Yeah. That was really good. I think this would be really good. It sounds like a lot of work, though, for a piece of fruit.
Yeah.
The guy's process to get it done. I'm like, just throw it on the grill for a couple minutes and we'll all be good to go.
The good Lord knows what he's doing. Is there anything better than a watermelon?
No, watermelons are so good.
Awesome.
So good. Do you put salt on yours?
Yes.
He put salt in his water, so I knew the answer was going to be yes.
That's true. That is true.
He's got an addiction problem.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, so this is not good. A woman tried recently to apply for a job online without letting her present employer know about it. The only problem was, look at this, she was busted by the local news when they came to cover the job fair where she applied. Awkward. So the woman heard about a job fair nearby her workplace, so on her lunch break, she walked over and applied for a new job. Well, that local news station was at the job fair, covered it. I guess she didn't know she was on video. I'm sure she would have said, please don't show me. Well, one of her friend's dads spotted her during the 5 o'clock news. She said she still has her current job and is trying to lay low. but she posted the video of the story on her Facebook page.
Okay.
So the internet has gone crazy. People posting comments about how awkward the situation must have been.
Right.
This is like when people will call out sick for work and go to a big ball game and then they get on the Jumbotron and their boss was also there. How do you play this
Or
off?
you're with someone else and then you're spotted on Kiss Cam by your spouse.
Right.
Not
Why are you
you.
pointing at me? Oh, I was like, I'm unmarried, so
Not you. I just mean that. I'm just, that's something to think about.
You pointed at me like, share your story, Hayley. I was once married, but now no longer.
Because she was spotted on Kiss Cam.
I was on the Kiss Cam. What can I say?
Well, an Oklahoma mother is asking her community to borrow an essential item for dinner. An orange cat posted a wanted ad on social media asking to borrow the cat to have a lasagna dinner with Garfield-loving children.
Aww.
She said she's not looking to adopt the cat, just need to borrow it for 2 days. The husband says the ad was initially posted on Craigslist and Instagram before it made its way to Twitter by a way of user. It's a very odd request.
It is odd. I understand the concept. It is cute. The children love Garfield, and I think it would be really neat for them to have that experience, but I wonder if anyone's going to take her up on it.
I need a fat cat.
I need a fat orange cat
for a prop for 2 days.
that we're not going to eat. We want to eat with it.
It's part of a cooking demo.
That's right.
Very weird.
If I was the owner, I'd be like, that's fine, but I also need to be at this dinner. I need to be watching and making sure everything is above board.
Odd.
So, a player for an independent league baseball team was ejected for arguing with the umpire. Happened Monday night after the Fargo-Moorhead game. Following Brennan Metzer's ejection, he came out of the dugout and grabbed a red trash can, placing it behind home plate. On his way back to the dugout, he yelled at the umpire to go to your home. Metzger was suspended 1 game.
Here we go. I'm putting it right there.
Yeah, so he put together
get in that can.
a public service announcement
Get in
about
the can.
garbage, find a home, and keep the ballpark clean. All right, dude, whatever you got to do to get your point across.
All right, those are today's hot topics. Okay, so